today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this necklace, and this necklace is called the Hidden Hearts necklace. So let's start. Today the materials are sponsored by Silvexcraft. Silvexcraft is a company that sells sterling silver, Swarovski and Miyuki seed beads in bulk. So you can also buy the seed beads in 10 grams, but you can also buy the Swarovski and the silver and the Miyuki in bulk. So definitely worth checking them out. I will leave a link down in the description box. Okay, to start we're going to thread 2 needles, and I already did that. First of all, we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and we're going to slide it down. Then we're going to pick up 4 seed beads on each side, and I'm using the blue because of the contrast. Also, I wanted to say I'm using Toho for this, but I advise you to use Miyuki because I'm just using Toho because I don't have a lot of colors of Miyuki. So 4 on each side and slide them down. Then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and we're going to crisscross in it. Like this. And now we're going to slide this down to the middle. Make sure it's good and well in the middle. It will look like this. Now we're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each side. Like this, and slide them down. Now we're going to pick up 1 6mm and we're going to crisscross in it. Like this, and pull. Do this very carefully. Every time you pull, take your time, because 4.5 armspan is a very long piece of thread, and I'm using less than that because I'm just using testing thread for my tutorial. But please do this very carefully, because if you get a knot in it, I don't want you to have to start all over again. So like this. And now we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side and slide them down. And then we're going to pick up 1 6mm on each side and slide them down. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side and slide them down. And now we're going to crisscross in 1 6mm. And pull. So very gently, take your time. You will get, if you have had 2 rounds, it will get easier. Then we're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each side, so on each needle, like this. Slide them down. Pick up 1 seed bead and crisscross in it, like this. And again, pull. Like this. And now we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side and slide them down. Pick up another seed bead and crisscross in it. So we're going to make 1 raw stitch here. Like this. Then we're going to pick up 4 seed beads on each side. Like this, and slide them down. Then we're going to pick up 1 seed bead and crisscross in it. As you can see, you can get a knot very easily if you use long thread, so really detangle it very carefully. And then we're going to pick up one seed bead again on each side, slide them down, pick up one seed bead and crisscross in it. And pull. And keep getting stuck to these bags of seed beads. Let me get those out of the way. Like this. And then we're going to start all over again. So we're going to start with this part. So we're going to pick up 3 seed beads. Like this, and slide them down. We're going to pick up 1 pearl and crisscross in it. And pull, again very gently. Like this. Now we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side. And slide them down. We're going to pick up 1 pearl on each side and slide them down. Now we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side and slide them down. We're going to crisscross in 1 pearl and pull. Oh. Like this. Then we're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each side and slide them down, and we're going to crisscross in 1 seed bead and pull. Like this. Now from here on it's just a repeating of steps, and I'm going to zoom in and explain you again with help of my needle. So now we're going to do the same as we did here. So we're going to pick up 1 seed bead on each side, and I hope you can see that. So 1 seed bead on each side and crisscross in 1 seed bead. Then you're going to pick up 4 seed beads on each side and crisscross in 1 seed bead. Pick up 1 seed bead on each side and crisscross in 1 seed bead. Then pick up 3 seed beads on each side and crisscross in 1 pearl. Pick up 1 seed bead, 1 pearl and 1 seed bead on each side, and then crisscross in 1 pearl. And then you're going to pick up 3 seed beads on each side and crisscross in 1 seed bead. And then you're going to again repeat from this step on. You're going to do this until you have 15 of these, so 15 of the sets of pearls, and you're going to end in 1 normal loop. So when you end it and you have 15 of these, you're going to end like this, and then you're going to make so not a square like this, but you're going to end like this, and then you're going to make a loop, so with 4 on each side, and then 1 crisscrossing in the middle. You're going to end that on the other side of the necklace also. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm coming back to you. Okay, now when you end it will look like this. So we didn't make the square on the end, we just made the loop on the end. So we're going to pick up our work, and we're going to start with the right needle, and you're going to go through the first 2 seed beads and pull. You're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and you're going to go through the next 3 seed beads and pull. And we're going to do the same on the other side, because this is now a little bit loose. We're going to pick up our work, and we're going through the next 2 seed beads like this, and then pull. pick up 1 seed bead, and we're going through the next 3 seed beads like this, and pull. Now we're going to lay our work flat, so you're going to lay the whole necklace flat, and we're going to start from the first part. So you're going to go back through the first part, and I just made a small part for the tutorial, and you're going to push gently, so not hard, push on your beads so that everything lines up well, and you're going to push on the pearls because that's the best place to do that. And then when you've done that and you have thread left, you're going to space, you're going to give it a gentle tug on the end, and in that way you make sure that you don't have any space between the beads. Okay, then we're going to continue working with our right needle, and we're going into the loop first because we need to make the end bead stand out. So we're going through the next 3 seed beads, I'm sometimes having a little trouble because I have to hold it in front of the camera and not close to my face, so like this. So I'm going to the first 2 in this case because I can't go through the third one, and then I'm going through the next 3, so you would be through the next 2 if you can get the side one. Now we're going to skip the middle seed bead, and we're going through the next 2 and the one we just added on the other side, and pull. And then we're going through the next 3 seed beads all the way down, so also through the middle seed bead, that is, like this. And then you're going to pull, and if your middle bead doesn't want to pop out, you're going to place your needle behind it, and then you're going to pop it out and pull. You can also tuck it a little, it is just what you like. And then in that way we have a square loop. Now we're going to continue working with our right needle first. So what we're going to do, we're going through the next 3 seed beads on the right side, like this. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we're going through the next seed bead, and pull. So we're going to fill that hole that's in here. Then we're going to pick up 7 seed beads, like this, and always recount. And then we're going through the next seed bead, so that then that's the next one around the pearl, like this. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we're going through the next 4 seed beads, like this. Then we're going through the next 2 seed beads, so we're going to follow the way the beads go, and pull. And then we're going through the next 2 seed beads, like this, and pull. We're going to pick up 1 seed bead, and we're going through the next 3 seed beads, and pull. So we're going to make a square here also, but this we don't have to go around all the way. Then we're going through the next 2 seed beads, and pull. And then we're going through the next 3 seed beads up, like this. And then we're going to continue to add 1 seed bead, add 7, add 1, go through the seed beads, and then add 1 on the side. As you can see, because of the way we go through the beads, we stay on the same side all the way of the necklace. So we're going to do one side first, and then we're going to do the other side. So you know that if you end on the other way, so on the other side of the necklace, that you did something wrong. So what you're going to, this is very easy to remember, just follow the way of the beads. So you're going through the first 3 like we went here. Then you're going to pick up 1 seed bead, add 1 seed bead, then you're going through the next one, pick up 7 and go through the next one, pick up 1, go through the next 4, then go through the next 2. So follow the way of the beads here. and go through the next 2 again, pick up 1 seed bead, go through the next 3 seed beads, go through the next 2 seed beads, and go through the next 3 seed beads. This is very easy, it's just filling up the holes, and you just going to stay on one side. We're going to do this until we are at the end of the necklace, and then when you finish that, you're going to do exactly the same on this side, only you don't have to reinforce the loop again, because this is strong enough. So you, from the other side, so from the left side, you can just start with the same sequence as we did here. So we're going to do this all the way now, and then I'm coming back to you. Now when you're at the end of this, I don't know if you did the loop already, but that's just the same as the other side. So I'm going to start with my right needle, and I'm going through the first 2 seed beads and pull. I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead, and I'm going through the next 2 seed beads. I'm going to skip the next seed bead, and I'm going through the next 2 seed beads like this, and I'm going to pop that seed bead out. Sometimes can be a little hard. I'm going to use my plier. Yes. Whatever you do, be very careful, because you don't want to break anything, also no beads and stuff. And then we're going through the next 2 seed beads and the middle seed bead. And I can't do that in one time. I have my thread wrapped around wrongly around my bead. Okay, sorry for that. My thread was wrapped around my bead, so I couldn't pull it tight. So now pull it tight, and the loop is very hard. If you can touch it, you can feel it's very hard, so we don't have to go through it again. And now we're going to add the Swarovskis on top, and the Swarovskis in this work. As I said before, I'm using Toho's for this demonstration, so the beads won't lay as nicely against the pearl. But if you're going to use Miyuki, you will see that they snug against the pearl, but also a little bit stiff. So with working with Toho's, it will be a little bit stiffer because I have less room. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to start with a right, and I'm going through the next 3 seed beads. As I said, this part is a little snug because I'm using other thread and other beads, so other kind of beads, and pull. And then we're going through the pearl. Like this. And pull. And then we're going to pick up the other needle, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going through the first 3 seed beads, like this, and pull. And then we're going through the pearl, like this. Go to zoom out a little because my camera has a little trouble focusing. Like this. And now we're going to pick up 2 seed beads on each needle. Like this. And slide them down. And we're going to pick up 1 3mm on each needle and slide them down. And then we're going to crisscross in 1 seed bead. And pull. Like this. And then we're going to do the same. So we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, or sorry, 2 3mm. On each side. So we're going to mirror the other end. We're going to pick up 2 seed beads on each side. this, and slide them down. And then we're going through the purl. So I'm going to pick up my right needle first, and I'm going through the purl, and I'm going to pull gently. Don't do this too hard because you're working with Swarovski, so you don't want your thread to break. Then we're going through the next 3 seed beads, so that's the blue seed beads in this design, or in this sample. And I'm going through the next seed bead also, because I can't do it anything else because it's a little snug. So as I said before, when you're using Miyuki, that will be better. And I'm going through the next seed bead. So that's the next seed bead of the square. I'll zoom in a little bit more. And pull. And then I'm going through the next seed bead and the one next to that. So that's the middle seed bead and the one next to that. And pull. And I'm going to leave my thread there, and then I'm going to work on the other side. So I'm going to take my needle, and I'm going through the purl, like this. And then I'm going through the next 3 seed beads and the middle seed bead. And like this. And pull. And then I'm going through the next seed bead. And pull. And then I'm going through the next seed bead, so that's the middle seed bead and the one next to that one, and pull. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pick up one 3mm with one needle, like this. Then we're going to slide it down. And we're going to go through it with the other needle in the same direction, so that you get 2 threads facing the same way. Like this. I'm going to zoom in a little so that you can see that better. So the 2 threads are facing the same way. Now we're going to take our right needle, and we're going through the next seed bead that is next to the middle seed bead, and through the middle seed bead, and pull like this. And then I'm going to take my other needle, and I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. I'm going to pick up my work, and I'm going through the seed bead next to the middle and the middle seed bead. Like this. And I'm going to explain it all again when I finish this round, so that it's easy to follow. And pull. And now you're going to place your Swarovski in the middle, so you're going to gently with your finger going to wrap it around here, I see. Wrap it around the beads, sorry for that. I'm going to gently place my Swarovski in the middle, and I'm going to give it a gentle tug. Don't pull on this too hard. But what you're trying to do is that you can't see the thread anymore. This can take a while, take your time for this, because it looks very cute when it is inside. And it will look like this. And I'm using white thread now, so you can, sorry for that, you can really see the white thread that I'm using, but if you use fireline you can't see that. So it will be placed in the middle like this. Okay, now we're going through, so we're going to do the next step now, because we're going to add, the next step is adding here, the beads here again. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a right needle and I'm going through the first part of the square, then through the first, so the middle seed bead, and through the next 3 seed beads to the other side, because we're going to follow the way the beads want to go, because that is the easiest. And if you can't go through it like I can't now, just do this step by step. So like this. And then you're going through the middle pearl, so the first pearl, through the first pearl. And pull like this. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to take my other needle and I'm going through the next seed bead like this and pull. And then I'm going through the middle seed bead and the next 4 seed beads and pull. Like this. And then we're going through the pearl to the other side like this and pull. And now we're going to do the same as we did before, and I'm going to explain it again to you because I can understand that I maybe moved a lot. So I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do now. I'm going to zoom in a little so that you can see better. Okay, so we started from this part here. We did the loop and we ended in the middle seed bead. Then with your right needle you're going to go through the next 3 seed beads and through the pearl, and you're going to do the same on the left side. Then you're going to pick up 2 seed beads on each side and 1 3mm on each side. Then you're going to crisscross in 1 seed bead. You're going to pick up 1 3mm on each side. Then you're going to pick up 2 seed beads, so 2 seed beads on each side. Then you're going through the next 4 seed beads, so that's the next 3 and the next the middle one, and you're going to do the same on the other side also. Then you're going through the next seed bead, through the middle seed bead and through the next seed bead, and you're going to do the same on the other side also. So from this point on you're going to do first through the 3 seed beads, the middle one, the next one, the middle one and the next one, and you're going to do that on the other side also. Then you're going to pick up 1 3mm bead. You're going to stick your needles in that 3mm bead in the same direction. Then with your right needle you're going through the seed bead next to the middle seed bead and through the middle seed bead, through the next seed bead, through the middle seed bead, through the next 3 seed beads and through the pearl. And when you've done that, you're going to do that on the other side with the other needle also. And then you're going to start this all over again, starting from picking up 2 seed beads and 1 3mm on each side. And then continue to do this pattern all the way. So you're going to do this all the way to the other side, and then I'm coming back to you. Okay, now we're at the other end of the necklace. And we end in the middle seed bead before the loop. What we're going to do now, we're going to work with 1 needle only. So we're going to start with our right needle and we're going through the next 3 seed beads. So straight forward. like this, and pull. And then we're going through the next 2 seed beads. So that's the one we added in the beginning and the one between the pearls. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because you can see better, like this. And then we're going through the next 4 seed beads. So that's the 4 of the row of 7, like this, and pull. Now we're going to take 3 seed beads, 1 4mm, and 3 more seed beads, like this. And then we're going through that 4th seed bead again, and then up through the next seed bead. So we're going through the next 4 seed beads. And in that way we're making a loop in the 4th one. So it will look like this. So as you can see, I made a loop in this way with the Swarovski. Now we're going through the next 2 seed beads. Like this. And pull. Oh. Like this. And now we're going to pick up 7 seed beads. Like this, and slide them down. Then you're going to pick up 1 drop and slide it down. And then you're going to pick up 7 seed beads again. Like this. Always recalculate, I need 1 more. And slide them down. And then we're going through the next 2 seed beads. So we're going to stick it in, so we're coming from this one and we're going to the next one. So we're going to stick our needle into the next 2 seed beads of the next row, and I'm going to pull and show you. So I'm going to pull. So as you can see, we're coming out of the next seed bead, so that we have the middle seed bead in between the 6mm here, and then the next seed bead, and we're coming out of that one. Then we're going to form a line, and we're going through that next seed bead and that middle seed bead in between the 6mm pearls on the other side, like that. And then we're going through the next 4 seed beads again and pull. So we're going through that to that middle seed bead. We're going to pick up 3 seed beads, and we're going through the next 4 seed beads. So we're going to make a loop, only this time we're not going to add the Swarovski, but we're going to add 3 seed beads here, so that we form a square. And then again we're going through the next 2 seed beads, so that's the middle seed bead in between the 6mm and the next seed bead, like this. And now we're going to repeat this. What we're going to do now, I'm going to show you and zoom out a little bit so that you can see better. We're going to do first with the pearls. We're going to do the first one with Swarovski and the next one with square. So this one is going to be with a Swarovski, and the next one after that is going to be with a square. And you're going to do that all the way. So you're going to Swarovski square, Swarovski square. So you're going to repeat it like that. We're going to add this all the way also. So when you added a square or a Swarovski, go through the next 2, and I'm going to zoom in a little. When you added the Swarovski or the square, you're going through the next 4 and then through the next 2, and you're going to add 7 on one side. You're going to pick up 1 drop, and you're going to pick up 7 on the other side. Then you're going through again, make the loop here with the Swarovski or just the square like we did just now. Then go through the next 4 and then so on. So this is just a pattern you're going to continue to follow, alternating the Swarovski and the square. So I'm going to go through the next one to show you one more time. So I'm going to pick up 7 seed beads and 1 drop, and then slide them down, and then I'm going to pick up 7 seed beads again, like this, slide them down, and then I'm going through that seed bead that we added in the beginning and the next one that is in between the 6mm pearls, like this, and then I'm going through the next 4 seed beads like this and pull. And as you can see, now I'm ready to add the part of the Swarovski, because I did a square before, so now I'm going to do a Swarovski part here. I'm going to continue doing this until I'm at the other end, and then I'm going to show you the last step. Okay, and now we're ready for the last step, and we're going to pick up the other needle. And what I'm going to do, I'm going through the next 3 seed beads. So that's the 3 seed beads on the left side. Yes, like this, and pull. And then I'm going through the pearl, because we want to make it to the same side as we just worked on, like this. And then I'm going through the pearl, or sorry, the seed bead in between the 6mm beads, and pull. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And then I'm going through the next 4 seed beads, so just like we would do before. And now we're going to go through the next 3 seed beads, like this. And we're going through the next seed bead that is in between the pearl and the next one. So also like we did before. And pull. Like this. And then I'm going through the first 7 seed beads. Make sure that you go through all the seed beads and that you're not skipping one. And through the drop. Like this. And then we're going through the next 4 seed beads, because we need to keep 3 left, like this. Then we're going to pick up 12 seed beads. Like this, and slide them down. Then we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, 1 drop and 2 seed beads. Like this. And we're going through the last seed bead. So that is the last seed bead of the row of 12. And just through that seed bead and then pull. And then lay your work flat. And then you're going to hold the drop and you're going to pull your work so that it is tight. Then you're going to pick up 11 more seed beads. Like this. I'm going to calculate if I'm correct. Yes. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going through the next 4. So of the next row, so we went through this one and now we're going through this one. So the next one, we're going through the next 4 pearls towards the drop. So we're going to skip the first 3 and we're going through the next 4 and the drop and pull. Like this. And then we're going all the way up through all the seed beads of this row. So next to the pearl or the drop, sorry. So through all those seed beads. And through the next seed bead and through the seed bead that is in between the pearls and pull. And then we're going to start it all over again, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit to see where I'm at. Yes, I can show you that. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're coming out of the seed bead that is in between the 6 millimeters. Then we're going through all the seed beads, so the 7 seed beads around the pearl, through the next seed bead and through that next seed bead next to that one. Then we're going through this work, and then we're going through so until we are at the drop. Then we're going through the next 4, and then we're going to start another row of this one again. As I'm going to show you on the original one I made what I mean with that. So now I can show you on the original what I mean, because as I showed you on this piece, we now made the first part and then we're ready to add the second part. Because we're not going to add something in between this, we're going to add it in pieces. So between every 3 of these pearls there is a sequence of the lace-like bezel. So when you have, when you are at this point that you added this one and you went through the seed beads, and then you came through the seed bead that is with the 6 millimeter, we're just going to skip the one with the bicone on it, and then we're going through the next step, and with the next step we're going to make the middle heart on the side, just like we did before with the first one. So from that step on, it is just repeating from that step. The only thing you need to do when you come at the end of this necklace is that you tie it off. If you can make this necklace, you can also tie off yourself. Tie it off, then you're going to add your 2 rings, your clasp, and your piece of lengthening chain, and then you make this necklace. Okay, but that's all there is to it, so it's not very hard, but I do recommend make this with Miyuki, because if you make it with Toho, as you see with me, you can have a little bit of struggle, and the beads don't snug as well against the beadwork, so against the pearls, as Miyuki would. Well, I hope that was clear, and I hope that you liked this project. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this project, and I will see you next time. Bye, have a nice day.